Jealousy is one of those emotions we never admit to, but everyone feels it. It's the quiet anger that builds when someone else gets what we wanted. It's the ache in your stomach when you see someone living the life you thought you deserved. We call it envy, bitterness, resentment. But beneath those words lies the same truth. Jealousy is a reflection of what we fear will never become. Psychologically, jealousy begins with comparison. The moment we measure our worth against someone else's success, we create a gap, a silent equation where we always come up short. That's because the mind doesn't compare fairly. It compares emotionally. We focus on what we lack, not what we have. And in doing so, we transform admiration into something darker. According to social comparison theory, people evaluate themselves by comparing to others, especially when their own identity feels uncertain. So jealousy isn't really about the other person. It's about a fragile sense of self. When our confidence isn't grounded internally, we borrow validation from the world around us. And when we see someone else possessing what we crave, we feel like our worth has been stolen. Here's the darkest truth about jealousy. It's never about them. It's always about you. The person you envy is simply a mirror, showing you a part of yourself that feels incomplete. We envy the writer because we stopped writing. We envy the confident because we silenced our own voice. We envy beauty, wealth, intelligence, not because we hate it, but because we've forgotten it exists in us. This is why jealousy stings so deeply. It exposes our own potential, trapped under self-doubt, and instead of nurturing it, we project our pain outward, turning reflection into resentment. Jealousy isolates. It makes us secretly compete with friends, dismiss other people's success, and sabotage relationships that should inspire us. In our minds, we rewrite someone else's joy as arrogance, just to protect our ego. But the cost is connection. When we can't celebrate others, we disconnect from our own humanity. Because the truth is, jealousy thrives where gratitude dies. The more you focus on what others have, the less space you leave for your own growth. In relationships, this turns toxic. Romantic jealousy, that sharp, anxious fear of being replaced, isn't just insecurity. It's the ego fighting to preserve control. We'd rather destroy what we love than feel unworthy of keeping it. Researchers at the University of California found that jealousy activates the brain's pain centers, the same regions triggered by physical injury. That means envy doesn't just hurt metaphorically, it actually hurts. Every time you scroll, compare, or obsess over what others have, your brain interprets it as a loss, a punishment for not being enough. But here's the paradox. Jealousy can also be a teacher. It shows us what we value most. It points directly to the dreams we've neglected. The key is to interpret jealousy not as proof of inadequacy, but as direction. If you can face your jealousy honestly, it becomes something powerful. It reveals what you want and what you believe you can't have. But the truth is, jealousy only lives where potential is unrealized. The next time you feel that burn, stop running from it. Ask yourself, what part of me is trying to wake up right now? Because jealousy doesn't mean you hate someone else's light, it means you've forgotten your own. If you found this video insightful, subscribe to Mindscope, where we explore the unseen psychology behind everyday behavior and the patterns that shape the human mind.